So you can't choose a picture?
I mean, I just don't have any pictures. Let me see something. Hold on. Let me see if this worked. Do I have a picture? There you go.
Yes! 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 Incredible. Yo, welcome to Beers and Bars.
Your place for rapid fire hip hop discussion and of course great beer.
I'm Kamal Kiddo.
OT the Golden Child. Thank y'all for checking out last week's episode. Who was our last guest? Not even last.
Juice. Juice was our last guest, official guest. Juice from the Good in the Hood podcast. Thank you.
Yeah.
For joining us. Shout out to Sam Ross. Because he just wanted to chop it up, so we chopped it up. That wasn't an official show per se, but we just had some thoughts to get off real quick, man.
Yeah, man. And I did. So check those out. Those are available via our IGTV. So you can go check those out. I'm just chopping up 4 little segments of about 10 minutes apiece because it wouldn't allow me to drop the whole 48-minute joint. I think you can, but it kept playing me every time I did it. So I decided to just drop the most juiciest moments from that. And that seemed to be pretty good, man. I like what I did. You're already drinking beer, so I guess we just might as well get into that first.
Well, yeah, only because I didn't put this in the refrigerator, so it's not cold. So I don't know if this is like a sin of beer, but I got ice in it. You know what I'm saying?
Wildin'. Somebody just turned us off right there. Somebody was like, get this shit out of here.
Right, I'm diluting the taste, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah, no,
it ain't cold, so it's only like slightly cold. I only put it in there like 10, 15 minutes ago. So I'm like, oh no, I need some coolness. But yes, I'll go ahead and talk about the beer since I did pour it. But I have Hanalei, I think that's how you say it. Hanalei, Island IPA.
Okay.
This is from, I think we've had Kona Brewing, maybe.
Yeah, we've had them about a year.
Yeah, so back. Kona Brewing Company. This is ale brewed with passion fruit, orange, and guava with natural flavor added. Where is this is only 4.5. I actually thought it would have been more, but this is only 4.5 ABV.
I definitely got to get you some beer then. You got ice in your beer with the natural flavors added, which I'm not hating on them, but you know, yeah, man. I have here. We might have had this. I also need to kind of re-up. I don't know if I had this on the show yet, but this is Galaxy Bowl by Hop Butcher. This is a Galaxy Hop Double IPA. This joint is pretty good. Some tasting notes: ripe peach, sweet pineapple, juicy passion fruit. It is definitely super good. It is one of the last 2.
Passion fruit. A lot of passion
fruit. Yeah, man. It's super good, though. It's a super good beer. I mean, all the notes that I just went over really speak to, you know, what it tastes like. There, again, we've talked about Hot Butcher before. They are killing it up here in the Chicagoland area as far as their double IPA, you know, their hazy creations and whatnot. They got some super flavorful, just bomb tasting joints. But I'm gonna get you your stash. Yeah. I would have been drinking Black is Beautiful today, but I have 1 can left from Rev Brewing. And like I told you yesterday, I gotta go and I'm gonna trade somebody up here in Chicago for Weathered Souls Black is Beautiful. So
word.
I would have drank that today, but yeah, man.
Let's talk more about that. You said Weathering Souls?
Weathered Souls is the brewery down in Texas that started the whole Black is Beautiful initiative where 1,000+ breweries globally have joined with this campaign. And I think everyone who brews the beer with this, everybody has the same canning as well. Or I've seen some different cans. They should have the same cans, but whatever. What matters is that the initiative itself and then the donations or the proceeds of the beer going 100% towards whatever cause the brewery, you know, chose. That's what's dope. Rev Brewing did My Block, My City, My Hood, or something. I think that's what it's called. My Block, My City, My Hood, which is somewhere that's in the Chicagoland area. That's where they donated their funds to. So the proceeds too. Yeah.
Word. I'm definitely gonna say let's talk about that again. When we all have Black is Beautiful. We'll talk about that when we get there.
Yeah,
But
sure.
But what are we talking about today?
So today we are going to talk about Stove God Cooks and Rock Marciano, right?
Yes, Stove Guy Cooks with Rock Marciano on production,
Correct.
as a matter of fact. So Stove Guy Cooks, Reasonable Drought. Then Megan Thee Stallion, that situation. The situation with Megan Thee Stallion getting shot.
Yep.
And then DMX versus Snoop Dogg is the next Verzuz.
June 22nd, I believe.
June 22nd, which is Tuesday or Wednesday?
Yeah, I believe it's June 22nd. You guys looked it up. That is the next Verzuz joint, though. I think it's June 22nd, I believe was what I saw. Or it's June 20th tomorrow. It's actually, I think it's tomorrow.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, either way, everybody, you know about it, you know what I'm saying? Go subscribe to Verzuz TV and all that kind of stuff. If you have Apple, it also streams live on Apple as well, on Apple Music. So
before we get into everything, how you doing during this are you still quarantined? Are you social distancing? Are you living life? Are you living life a little bit? How are things right now?
I am definitely trying my best to social distance. You know, we are mainly in the house. My kids do go outside and play a little bit with some. So in my complex, you know, we have this little green area. Then right across from us is the other apartments, and we know everybody who's here. We all been on quarantine together. You know what I'm saying? So the kids do have their couple of little friends that they can socially distance play with and whatnot.
That's positive. That's positive.
I'm doing all right though. We okay. It is. I don't know. I definitely am ready for this to be over, but it would seem as if that's not going to happen. As we open up and people don't socially distance and don't wear masks and all that other kind of good stuff. That's not a political statement.
Right.
It's not a political statement. I don't want you to hear that and think that a mask is political. It shouldn't be. So,
right.
As that continues to happen, numbers in Illinois are going back up. You know,
yes,
so we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we are social distancing as well. Got to figure out what I'm gonna connect with you to get this beer socially distanced beer.
I got 12 beers for you or something, and I haven't drunk.
Oh my God! Let me get that.
I'm a good friend, G.
But I know, right? For not drinking them, thank you, sir.
Man.
But you know, the latest thing on our plate as parents right now in Chicago is that CPS, Chicago Public Schools, is talking about going back to school in the fall. Actually,
yeah,
talking about having a hybrid curriculum where half the week they're gonna go to school with their 15-kid pod, and then half the time they're gonna do it remote. They're trying to still figure out some of that stuff, but Janice Jackson, the CEO, or I guess the leader of CPS, CEO, came on TV with Mayor Lori Lightfoot to talk about this initiative. Yeah. And, you know, as a parent and as a logical thinking person, I don't think that's a good idea. Yeah. Because, you know, yes, I do want my kids to be able to interact with other kids. That's the one thing that I do miss. Yeah. For my children, I think they need to be socially interacting with other children, other people. Yeah. To the people in their house. But I also want to keep them safe. You know what I'm saying? And it's no vaccine. It's still a threat out there. And kids especially, you know, if we just get in the car and go somewhere and they never get out the car, you know, even if they're interacting with people that come to the car, they have masks on. And they're pulling it down and playing with them and doing all sorts of stuff with them. So how is that going to work in a school? You know what I'm saying? I will have a 5-year-old by the time school comes back in, and a 7-year-old. Stop playing with me. Y'all got to be kidding. It makes no sense to me. And more than likely they will not be going back to school. I don't care. No, you can't put my child in danger. You know what I'm saying? You can't, I mean, I don't want him or I don't want them to get sick at all. You know what I'm saying? There's a threat of death. You know what I'm saying? Now, kids, it's not as heightened for them, but still, I can't go, G. I just don't understand. I just don't understand it. I can't go.
Yeah, we also have decided. I think they have the similar model. You know, I'm out in I think we're in DuPage County, and yeah, we decided not to. First of all, I'm blessed enough to work in the field as to where my job.
Right.
We're not going back to work anytime soon, so I can be at home with them and do the whole distance learning. Because they've offered us that option. You can either go to school or your kid can continue distance learning that they did in the spring. So we're gonna go that route, man, because I'm just trying to be a good thinker, and put my thinking hat on and see what's best. Maybe that wouldn't be my decision if we had no other options, but because we do have options and I can be at home, that's what we're doing.
And that is a point to make. I'm speaking also from someone that is privileged to be able to be at home.
Yeah.
And every parent doesn't have that option.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everyone doesn't have that option. So it's a tough call to make. Everybody doesn't have my mentality either that it's safe. It's not safe to go out. You know what I'm saying? But that's the state of the world right now.
Exactly.
We dealing with those things. So
hey, let's talk about this. What we were in the chat talking about the state of the world, and when all this is over, talk about that world party, G. Like, can you imagine once all this over, G? Once we get to
somebody's gonna come up with it, bro. I'm telling you right now, the same way that the whole quarantine DJ stuff naturally, organically started. You know what I'm saying? Like the first dude I really saw do it was
D Nice.
D Nice. And he had everybody going crazy, right? Cause it's live right on your phone. Everybody can get in to IG and everybody can log in and see what you're doing. And just off that, it was a world party on quarantine, right? And that was dope. Like from that, Verzuz was born. From that, Verzuz was born. It was a lot of stuff that was born out of having to do this. You know what I'm saying? Bro, mark my words, G. Watch.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, because I don't think our platform, like, we growing, and we've been growing in quarantine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't know if our platform is big enough to do a world party. You know what I'm saying? But I believe somebody will come up, when it's time to come out in different cities, in different areas across the world.
Yeah.
When there's a vaccine or where it's stated that it's safe to go out without masks or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? There needs to be a party in every city, G.
That'd be fire.
Day party, world party, G. We made it. We made it out. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's people probably having a party right now.
Oh yeah, it's the Scandinavian countries like Sweden, and I hope I'm saying that right. Those places, a lot of those places have beat it, just based upon, I don't know what they did, but a lot of those places, the cases are down so much as to where, but their population density is different than ours. We got places like New York where people are on top of, in Chicago, people are on top of people.
Yeah.
So it's like a different type of situation. So yeah, man.
Yeah.
Let's get into some stuff.
Stove Guy Cooks, Reasonable Drought, produced by Rock Marciano. I don't know. So let me say this right now. I misspoke. My bad, Juice. My bad to people out there in rap land. You know what I'm saying? People, my bad, Stove Guy Cooks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I first heard Stove Guy from the West Side Project.
Fly God is an awesome guy too.
Yeah. And I thought that West was putting him on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, so here we go. Another artist that's trying to sound like the big man. You know what I'm saying? And he's on like 2 or 3 tracks on
Yeah,
that project. Out of like 12 tracks, 13 tracks, or something like that.
for
But
sure.
you know, Juice was saying from Good in the Hood podcast, shout out.
Yeah.
He put me on because he's like, "Oh, you ain't heard Reasonable Drought?" I'm like, "Nah, I ain't heard it." So I'm thinking, like, man, who a dude trying to sound like Wes, but he kind of nice. I
He
mess with him.
nice.
He kind of nice. All right, but after hearing the project, I'm like, "Yo, okay, this man is in a lane of his own.
He really
This
is.
man is like, this man, this is good. I like it. I like it."
I really do.
He sound, I don't know what to say he sound like.
Yeah,
Like
that's a good thing.
But it's classic New York grimy drug rap. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Correct.
you know what I'm saying? He's not as smooth in his speech like a Prodigy, but it's that same aggression though. You know what I'm saying? It's that
He's more bar heavy.
I'm gonna say he's more bar heavy for
Yeah.
sure. You know what I'm saying? Like Prodigy got more of an abstract flow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He may not always rhyme, but what he put together sound good. But Stove got some bars, G.
I got you. I'm cool running like niggas in bobsleds.
I whip. Wait, 50 Shades. Oh man. I should have wrote these down, man.
Still got one hand on the rock like cliffhangers. That's fire.
And he's fired with the hooks. His
Yes.
hooks are crazy.
Yes.
His hooks are crazy.
And what's dope is that he does have like a song like Gloria Blemente, like
Yeah.
it's a singy song type joint, but it's his own singy rap type voice. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
he even has some joints where he's singing and he has a nice little raspy type melodic voice as to where he can carry a note a little bit.
Smelling like a brick right now.
Exactly.
Smelling like a brick right now.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I rock with it. The album, so I do like, he's from Syracuse, New York. My two, I don't know if these are my 2 favorite songs, but I do like Gloria Blemente, the singing joint, because that does point out his versatility. I did like John Starks as well. I'm a Game of Thrones fan. So this project just makes me hungry to see what he does next, mainly. You know what I'm saying? It's
John Starks, that's funny because I was thinking New York Knicks, G.
Possibly.
I was thinking New York Knicks. There's a lot of sports references in that song.
Oh, you know what? I'm stupid. It probably is.
There's a lot of sports references.
I am tripping. Let me tell you why. Because it's not Starks anyway. You idiot. It's Stark. You know what I'm saying? And it's not John. I'm tripping. I'm way tripping. Ned Stark, yeah. John Stark, yeah. Jon Snow, actually. I'm tweaking.
I'm at the holler at Terrell, man. You ain't been watching Game of Thrones, man.
Well, the last whatever was so trash. But anyhow, yeah. I'm checking for the album. So yeah, it's pretty good, man.
Cocaine Cologne is definitely up there for me. Money Puddles, Jim Boheme, Crosses. I think he got joints, man. I like Lava Lamp. He got joints, G. And out of 12 songs, 39 minutes long. Is easily digestible. I think y'all need to give it a spin.
That's a fact.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to return to this later in the year and see how I feel about it, man. But I like his flow. I think he's good, G. I think he's good. I mean, his storytelling ability on one of them songs is really good. You know what I'm saying? Like he the way he puts together his flow is good.
Yes.
It's good.
Okay.
Moving on.
Let's talk about Meg, man.
Tell me about it, cause I heard about I'm not on Instagram or nothing right now, Twitter or none of that. So you know, I'm getting bits and pieces. You know, people tell me if I heard about Megan Thee Stallion, and I haven't. You know what I'm saying? I just heard, all I heard is that she gave a statement saying, I'm okay. You know, I'm just trying to recover and get back to the music. And I'm looking like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? You was shot? What's good? Was it I'm thinking it was a robbery, like she got robbed, and then somebody told me Tory Lanez.
Yeah. So there's a lot of fogginess. There's a lot of fogginess around it. Yeah. The police are trying to dissect the video that they have. It's a lot of fogginess around it because all we know is that they were together doing whatever they were doing, right? But according to Billboard, Tory Lanez allegedly shot Meg Thee Stallion while she was trying to leave a vehicle. This was Thursday night, following possibly a dispute between the two rappers. It says Tory fired shots from within the vehicle while Megan was outside trying to leave. And there's a video in which the police are investigating. So it seems that Tory Lanez shot her for whatever reason. Here's what I'm gonna say. I was talking about this actually. Shout out to
that's all. So wait, hold on. That's all. Those are all the facts right now.
It's very cloudy, super cloudy right now.
You don't know why.
There's a video in which you see them getting out the car together, like, and her foot is bleeding very badly, right? As the police have their guns drawn in that situation to try to not solve, but calm down whatever's happening. That's all we see. You see what I'm saying? Is Tory Lanez on the ground and Meg Thee Stallion walking backwards, obeying the police commands, and you see blood on the ground from her footprint. So we know whatever happened, she got, It's very foggy. We're gonna see what happens from here. But I was on JR Bang and Mike B podcast, Some Dude Pod, and you know, at that point we was making light of it a little bit, but Meg Thee Stallion actually said something I think a day ago about how, because you're not online. That's good that you're not on Instagram. You know, we live in this culture now where we have to, you know, joke about this and joke about that, but it's kind of a messed up situation because you don't really know what happened. You know what I'm saying? And people making memes and all this kind of stuff, you know, which we do. That's because of the culture we live in, right? Everybody want to put a meme up and all that kind of stuff, you know. And even myself, you know, I was making light of it at first, but if bro shot her, I'm not sure what it was about, but yo, you gotta chill, Tory.
I agree.
I don't know. And it's messed up we don't have any more information, but like,
whatever the situation was, bro, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? What you doing, man?
Now, let's say this. In 24 hours, this can be something totally different because they were actually doing some other shit and some other stuff happened. So this show could drop tomorrow or whenever, and everything we saying right now be not true because that's how fast. That's how fast this whole thing moves, right?
Yes, you're right. You're right. So, It happens all the time, man. That's why it's hard to jump to conclusions on any of this stuff, man. You know, I think back about, you know, when people when people were mad at Jay-Z for the NFL thing. Hold on. Let's see how that play out. And it played out in a positive way, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But people was like, what you doing, bro? You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of situations. That's like, yo, just chill. Hold on.
Yes.
Let's see what's about to happen. Now, I don't know. Maybe they was both playing with a gun. You know what I'm saying? And they was cool. You know what I'm saying? They ain't no beef, but it was an accident. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it was an accident. I don't know. Who knows?
Yes.
But you know, people gonna jump to conclusions. And like we are right now, I'm saying, yo, Tory, you gotta chill, bro.
Exactly.
But it could have been something totally, it could be something else. We don't know.
Yeah, man. I'm having fun. Let's just talk about that a little bit. I'm kind of learning to not allow myself to become emotionally involved with things, especially in the era we live in now, because you can be completely wrong by reacting to something right away and not having all the facts and all the information. Because we live right now where people want to get the story out first without even letting people know about the context of whatever happened. So everybody mad, blah, blah, blah. Then a week later, you like, oh. So don't shoot people, but more to come. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And the thing about it is, you know, the news reports facts and people, now the news reports facts. The news reports facts. The internet, you know what I'm saying, and Instagram, people report their opinions on facts, but opinions. You know what I'm saying? And people make their own opinions from the news and all of that other stuff.
Yeah.
You know, but most times the news reports facts, and then once everything is revealed, gives you more clearer facts.
Or they'll say something like allegedly what the story is. So you have to pay attention to that word allegedly, right? Like,
and most people don't.
They don't.
They just run with whatever it's alleged. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
And then people rarely online will give their opinion and then retract that opinion. You know what I'm saying? Man. They don't, it's like what's negative is what runs. You know what I'm saying? That's what they gonna make jokes about, memes about, and all of that.
That's
you know what
so
I'm saying?
Disingenuous, man.
But you're not gonna say, dang, G, we messed up. It was actually this.
Nope.
No, they're not even gonna talk about it. It ain't news no more. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. Everybody who watching this, go look up a clip about Denzel Washington where he's getting talked to by some news reporters about information. He has a great take on the news and their responsibility to tell the truth. Go look up Denzel Washington talks to the media. It is a great clip. I'm like, this dude Denzel, man. This dude Denzel on point. So
yeah, that's real, man. And I feel like that since I haven't been on Instagram, because
talk about it, man.
I really, you know what I'm saying, like people giving
me question. How do you feel? Is there a difference in just your mental space and everything without viewing everything that you used to, or even just the scrolling, all that? Where are you right now because you are out of the matrix? How do you feel?
Yes, it is different. Like I'm getting more stuff done. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the middle of shooting a movie, man. I got it. I got that thing on me right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in a creative space. You know what I'm saying? I think that when I'm looking at things, that it influences my mental too much. For me. It doesn't do that for everybody.
True.
But for me, it influences me too much. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about what the latest sneaker is. I don't know what the latest drops are clothing-wise. I don't know what the latest news is. People had to tell me about entanglement. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know nothing about that. I knew zero about it until they like, have you seen these memes? What? I'm like,
that's beautiful.
I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm confused as to what this is.
That's
you know
beautiful.
what I'm saying? And for me, you know, people hold social media like it's like the end all be all in this day and age. You know what I'm saying? Like, what, you're not gonna follow me back? Bruh, it's social media, G.
Yeah.
I got your number. You know what I'm saying? What you mean? Like, people say stuff like that. Like,
that's gonna add to their followers, though. If you follow them, their number goes up. You know, their number goes up
on a phone, bruh. It was life before this, G. Like, that's my thing with it. Like, it weighs so heavily on people's everyday life.
Yeah,
it's like that's not real life. People pick and choose what they want to show you. You know what I'm saying? People are curating a brand, even if they not doing even if it's not a brand. You know what I'm saying? People are curating their life through pictures.
That's a fact.
What they showing you. You know
that's
what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
This ain't real life. Why is it so heavy? Like, there's a lot of times where I'd be like, oh, word, August Alsina was messing with Jada. That's wild, but I don't care. Because that's not I don't know these people, G. That's wild. I'd be like, yo, that's crazy. What? Can you believe it? So what? You know what I'm saying?
That's what's crazy about us. We didn't touch, and I didn't want to touch it because this is what I like about what we do.
That's low brow, man. We're higher than that.
Well, no, what it is that it's just like, oh, that's their marriage, and like.
But that joint broke the internet. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's wild.
But it's people that's doing that right now who just are not public figures and nobody cares. And so my thoughts on it was, I wish them well. I don't know. What the fuck? I don't know.
I mean, it makes for funny memes and all of that. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it makes for entertainment.
Yeah.
But it's entertainment. You know what I'm saying? They entertainers. You know what I'm saying? They real people, but people don't even know how to disassociate all of that. You know what I'm saying? It's just incoming information. You know what I'm saying? You post something on Instagram that you think is dope, and that joint is old news 10 minutes from now. I mean, depending on how many people you follow 1,000 people, your joint is old news in 10 minutes, G.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
In 10 minutes, your joint old news, man. Shout out to our brand ambassador, OT, because our Instagram, it stays with information. You know what I'm saying?
If we didn't have Beers and Bars, I probably would be you. I probably wouldn't even be on that joint. Like I'd be like, all right. All I post on my personal profile is beers, and I post runs to, so people can, if you want to run or if you want to get back in shape, here's some motivation. Like this is cool. Like.
Word, I need to do that.
I don't really. But yeah, let's move on.
I'll be back Instagram. After all of that, I'll be back.
DMX versus
Snoop Dogg.
I'm gonna post our DMX stories from the show we had or whatever, probably with Sam.
Yeah.
But this will be our official. This will be our official DMX Snoop Dogg conversation.
Well, we almost should have did this after the show, now that I'm thinking about it. After the actual Verzuz.
No, we got to do predictions. And then after the...
Okay.
Then when we do it with Danny, we can briefly talk about what we thought we saw from...
Word.
So... Snoop Dogg in the wash.
So, in the real world, Snoop Dogg. Without a doubt, easily.
Really?
Easily.
So you about to pick DMX. Go ahead.
I'm going to have to pick X right now for the Verzuz. Mainly because of the song selection. Like Sam said, you can't pick a song selection. Like DMX is probably gonna have 20 straight bangers, straight club bangers, straight hood bangers, mosh pit bangers. Like he probably gonna have 20 straight bangers. Whereas Snoop is more of a seasoned artist where he's trying other genres throughout his decades of being in the industry.
Bro.
He got your slower songs and softer, smoother songs. X ain't got a whole lot of love joints. He got some. He got the what types of games is play, how it's going down. This on that I got to know now. If you with me, you what? You know what I'm saying? He got the whole type of joint.
It's going to be an interesting contrast. Yes.
Tanisha, Kim, about 3 Kims. You know what I'm saying? But even that's a rough song.
That's rough. Yeah.
Snoop got smooth songs. Snoop got hard songs. Don't get me wrong. He got undoubted, amazing, rap classics.
That's what I'm saying.
Rap classics. Gin and Juice is gonna shut down everything.
Bruh, but he got like 15 of those probably.
Okay, but is he gonna play those?
Yes, he has to.
But that's what I'm saying. Is he going? It's about song selection for these.
How can he not play the next episode? Is what I'm saying. You think he's not gonna play the next episode or steal Dre? Bruh, he's going to play the deep cover joint. He's going to play. This is for the G's and this is for the hustlers, bruh.
True. He got to. But
fuck them other niggas because I'm down, bruh.
So up against DMX, he might not play his more alternative songs. Because I mean, Snoop has dabbled in. He almost needs to do a Verzuz. He just needs to do something by himself, or with somebody that has crossover genre songs. Because he's done a lot of different. He got a gospel album. Snoop Dogg has I don't know if is he rapping on there?
He's not, but
he got a gospel hymn like it's Snoop Dogg presents these gospel artists.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But the point is he dabbled in that. You know what I'm saying? Like he has alternative. What's the song with the album? The album with Bush. The album with the blue dog on it that was produced by Pharrell. The little blue dog Bush with the bushes in it.
Yeah, that's go ahead. I don't know. Yeah.
That wasn't a whole lot. I mean, it had rap on it, but it was very R&B inspired. You know what I'm saying? He got a long list of albums. And all his albums be like 20 plus songs.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? But all I'm saying is for the Verzuz, it's about song selection.
That's true.
And X got more straight bangers. He don't have a lot of genre crossing songs. So
that's my thing.
As long as Snoop don't pick a lot of his genre crossing songs, the slower songs, the R&B inspired songs, then he might give him some go. But in the real world, Snoop Dogg is I think a better artist than DMX because he's tried so much. He has opened himself and he's getting in the studio and you know what? I want this feel. I want that feel. I want this. I'm gonna try this. X get on and be like, let us pray. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
I'm just saying.
Okay, all right. We gonna see tomorrow. We gonna watch this slaughter them. We gonna watch this slaughter.
Right. And then I'll be like, wah, wah.
Anything else we want to talk about? Do we want to? No, I don't want to go there.
What, Kanye?
I've talked about Kanye to an extent at this point. I'm done. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. And I've had this position.
Go ahead.
Outside of the artistry, I don't want to talk about anything else that has to do with Ye.
I agree.
I'm straight.
So within the artistry, he's dropping an album.
Possibly, if it does come out next week.
Possibly.
On the 24th.
Possibly, right.
Hopefully it's good.
Hopefully it's good.
But it's Ye though, so it's probably will be.
His last project was good, I think.
I like the gospel joint.
Yeah, it was a decent joint. It was better than Ye. It was more. I mean, it sounded slightly disjointed a little bit to me, but it sounds more cohesive than Ye. Ye was just some songs I think he put together.
Yeah. With nobody talks about
that album. I don't go back to that at all.
Not at all. Only song I really that I can go back to probably is some songs that I do think were good, but I like the Daughter's joint because I had a daughter within the past year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That song makes a lot of sense to me at this point, you know.
Yeah.
But the Free joint, I love that. I love that thing. I still love it now. The Someday. That joint is a banger.
Yeah, I mean, he got some joints on there, but as a whole, as an album that I'm about to listen to, I do not return to it.
Nobody returned. It's Kanye West fans, super duper family fans want to probably sweep that one under the rug, G.
Yeah.
Like that didn't even exist.
I don't really consider that one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the new album,
Donda.
Is that the name of it?
I believe so, yeah.
Whoa, that's what he calling it, G?
Let me check, because that's so he put the tweet out and then he deleted the tweet like 2 seconds later.
Oh, really?
Okay, yeah. New album Donda coming July 24th, 2020 vision. And then he deleted it. Like, you know, have him super quick after that. So who knows what Ye is doing or what Ye is up to. He's the greatest artist of our generation. And
yeah.
That's all I have to say about that.
Pretty much.
What else we got? We done, right?
Beers and Bars.
Yeah, Beers and Bars. The next episode you guys will see will be us and DJ Sparks. We are gonna. We gotta talk about. So we heard y'all. You guys were really, really liking the mixtape May joint with us. You know, talking about the mixtapes, then following up with a session on Friday.
That was fun. That was dope.
I think when we first started the classics, we said that we would go to probably 2010 at this point, because I think 10 years to be a classic. It's 2020. We'll stop at 2010.
Yeah.
We're going to be on 2003. We're going to bring DJ Sparks back in for that. And after we drop the show, he will, on Friday, go live and DJ from the albums that we talked about from 2003. We want to tell him what the albums are?
I'm gonna say yes, so that they can also listen and join in on the conversation and be prepared for what we think. Because I'm in the middle of listening as well right now, so we can all listen together.
We might chop this into 2 of them too, because it's a bunch of stuff. But for right now, Philadelphia Freeway.
Philadelphia Freeway.
The double album Love Below and Speakerbox.
True.
And a person we have not talked about yet that I think is very, very much unsung regarding their catalog early on for like the first 4 or 5 albums.
Yeah.
And that is Ludacris with Chicken and Beer.
Wow. We haven't talked about
Ludacris at all.
I mean, yeah, we haven't. And
he's an actor almost now. He don't even really,
Right. He ain't been doing music, but especially after the Verzuz he did, where I hear he slaughtered Nelly.
Hey, that's what made me be like, this guy's Rodney Dangerfield. He don't get no respect, G. He was in that boy playing songs, G.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know who I would have had before it started anyway. I probably would have said Luda anyway. But I mean, Nelly definitely did his thing when he was out. But I don't know if he got the track record that Luda had. Like, some of these verses been mismatches, man. Like, it's like, man.
Yeah.
Jaden Fab. As far as work.
Look, hot take before we even do the show. Southern Fried intro is one of the most underrated intros ever, G.
See, I ain't even on that yet. I've been listening. I gotta listen again to Freeway. And
wait till you hear this, G. You'll be like, "Oh my God, I forgot."
Okay, I'm gonna have
the incredible, impeccable, untouchable, whatever bro. Rapping. All right, let's get out of here, man.
Word up. Beers and Bars. Shout out Kona Brewing. Shout out Revolution Brewing for my cup.
Shout out Ice and Beers.
Word up.
Hot Bush, and we'll see y'all next time.
Peace.